legitimately, and nobody can take that away from me, nobody. Some people aren't that lucky. Like the one that Marlon Brando played in On the Waterfront, an up-and-comer who's now a down-and-outer. You remember that scene in the back of the car with his brother Charlie, a small-time racket guy, and it went something like this. It wasn't him, Charlie, it was you. You remember that night at the Garden, you came down my dressing room and you said, "Kid, this ain't your night. We're going for the price on Wilson." Remember that? This ain't your night. My night. I could have taken Wilson apart that night. So what happens? He gets a title shot outdoors in a ballpark, and what do I get? A one-way ticket to Palookaville. I was never no good after that night, Charlie. It was like a peak you reach, and then it's downhill. It was you, Charlie. You was my brother. You should have looked out for me a little bit. You should have looked out for me just a little bit. You should have taken care of me just a little bit. Instead of making me take them dice for the short-end money. You don't understand. I could have had class. I could have been a contender. I could have been somebody. Instead of a bum, which is what I am. Let's face it. It was you, Charlie. It was you, Charlie.
How you doing, Jake?
Everything all right?
Yeah.
Ready?
You got about 5 minutes.
Okay.
Need anything?
Nah,
You sure?
I'm sure. A lot of people out there.
Yeah, it's crowded.
Go get him, champ. I'm the boss, I'm the boss, I'm the boss, I'm the boss, I'm the boss. I'm the boss, boss, I'm the boss.
That voice is Robert De Niro playing middleweight boxer Jake LaMotta. In the close of this week's film, we see LaMotta, overweight, run down, and yearning for his glory days, quoting On the Waterfront while preparing for his stand-up show in a rundown nightclub. This is a far cry from the arenas he used to compete in. This week's film tells that story, and it is just as violent and disturbing as the sport it portrays, but it also carries an understated beauty that cannot be denied. Released in 1980 and directed by Martin Scorsese, Raging Bull is a biopic based on the life of the aforementioned LaMotta. The film is based off his memoir and tells the story of his turbulent life in and out of the ring. Co-starring in the film is Joe Pesci as his brother Joey and Kathy Moriarty as his second wife Vicky, two people that try to keep Jake's inner turmoil and demons from destroying him personally and professionally. In these next two extended clips, we hear Jake berate his first wife for her failure to cook his steak as fast as he wants. This is following his first controversial loss as a pro. Then, after he calms things down, Jake commands his brother Joey to punch him in the face. In these scenes, we hear the issues and violent tendencies of Jake and how he isolates himself from those around him.
You thought I was fooling around, didn't you? Tell me the truth. I ain't going no fooling around. That's in your mind.
Yeah, so what?
That championship belt on me, that's when I fool around. Is it done?
No, it's not done.
Don't overcook it. You overcook it's no good.
defeats its own purpose. What are you doing? I just said don't overcook it. You're overcooking it. Bring it over.
You want your steak?
Bring it over. Bring it over. It's like a piece of charcoal. Bring it over here.
You want your steak?
Yeah, right now.
Good. Here's your steak. Can't wait for this to be done?
No, I
Here.
can't wait.
Good. Okay? Happy? Happy?
That's all I want. That's all I
Here.
want.
No more. Here.
Bothering me about a steak, huh?
That's
You
great.
bothering me about a steak?
Yeah.
I agree with you. We should be with Tommy. If he's in a good mood, I'll talk to him.
But this Joey, Tommy tells me every day to talk to you, to speak to Jake, to straighten this thing out. I mean, I'm gonna wind up in the middle of this thing.
You're in the middle. I'm his brother. He's got me nuts.
You're his brother. If you can't talk to him, who's gonna talk to him?
I'll talk to him.
Do what you can, that's all. That's all I'm asking you.
All right, I'll see you tomorrow. Let me go.
All right? Where you gonna be?
Be at the gym or the other joint. One of the two.
I'll catch you by the gym.
All right. South.
Yeah.
Complain some more. I want to hear. I want to hear. I want to hear.
Called those carrots.
That's right. They were
Called
carrots.
that
You ate
food.
them. Did you
Called
eat
that
them?
food.
Did
I
you
got
eat
no
them?
choice.
I'm sick of you
I
already.
got no
can't believe
choice.
you.
I got no choice.
You got no
I'm
choice.
gonna go up there. Get in there. Get in there. I can't not right from you. Hey, you.
Come on, Jack.
I'm gonna get hold of that dog and I'm gonna eat it for lunch. You hear what I'm saying? You hear me, Larry? Larry!
Crazy animal.
Who's an animal? Your mother's an animal. Find your dog dead in the hallway tomorrow, you
Jack. Down a block. People could hear you.
Now for the whole family.
Sit down. Relax. Let me talk.
You break anything in there, I'm gonna kill you. I swear to God, I'm gonna come in there and I'm gonna kill you.
Yeah, sure.
You want to calm down?
Come on, honey, let's be friends.
And now, Jake and Joey.
What's going on here? My hands.
Your hands.
I got these small hands. I got like little girl's hands.
I got them too. What's the difference?
You know what that means? No matter how big I get, no matter who I fight, no matter what I do, I ain't never gonna fight Joe Louis.
Yeah, that's right. He's a heavyweight. You're a middleweight. We know that.
I ain't never gonna get a chance to fight the best there is. And you know something? I'm better than him. I ain't never gonna get a chance. You ask me what's wrong.
But you're crazy to even think about something like that. I mean, it's impossible. It'll never happen, so why go crazy thinking about it? It's not normal.
Do me a favor. I want you to hit me in the face.
What?
I want you to hit me in the face.
Forget about it.
Joey, I want you to hit me in the face. Go ahead. Go ahead, take your
I
best.
said forget about it. I ain't doing it.
Come on, we have fights all the time. What are you worried now you're gonna hit me in the face? Hit me in the face. Go ahead.
No.
What are you afraid?
Afraid of what?
Come on.
Come on, Jack, huh? You gotta be a real jerk. You want me to punch you in the face.
Hey, Joey, did I not tell you just to do it? Now I'm telling you, you gotta do it.
I ain't hitting you.
Hey, I'm your older brother, Joey. I'm telling you something.
I know what you said. I ain't doing it. I don't care if you get mad. I ain't doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I don't have any gloves anyway. What am I gonna hit you with? Table? I ain't doing
Use that over there.
it. What?
That's right, use that. Wrap it around your hand. How many times I gotta tell you?
Not too many
Go
more.
ahead. All right, go ahead.
You want me to hit you?
I want you to hit me with everything you got.
You sure?
Yeah.
All right.
Harder.
Yeah?
You throw a punch like you take it up the air. Harder. Harder. Harder.
That's hard.
Take it off.
Ah, come on. You want to stop now? That's
off.
enough.
Go ahead.
That's
Come on. Come
around
on.
now.
Come on.
Good girl, huh?
I'm gonna smack you again. Throw it again.
That's enough. That's enough.
Harder, harder.
Nah, your cuts are opening and everything. What are you trying to prove? What does it prove?
In making this film, Scorsese said he wanted to make LaMotta unlikable and pushed the point that he does not see the world clearly or even as a somewhat sane person would. We see this unraveling of Jake both in and out of the ring. One aspect that further pushes him to the brink of insanity is when he marries his second wife, Vicky. She is a very beautiful woman, and this causes Jake to be insanely and violently jealous of her. Throughout the film, he abuses her and accuses her of sleeping around, and even accuses his own brother Joey of having sex with her. In this next clip, we hear the violent fallout of this that sadly severs the relationship between the brothers when Jake beats him in front of his wife and children.
Where were you?
I was at my sister's.
Where'd you go after that?
To the movies.
Yeah, what'd you see?
Father of the bride.
How come you didn't tell me about the Copa?
Tell you what about it?
You know. How come you didn't tell me about it? Why didn't you tell me about it, huh?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Why didn't you tell me, huh? Did you...
Off
did
me,
you?
pig!
Did you? Huh?
No!
Open the door.
Get away!
Come on, open the door. I want to talk to
Get
you.
away from me, you're sick!
I just want to ask you one thing. Why'd you...
Get away!
Open the door.
No!
Why'd you do it, huh? Why'd you do it?
I didn't do
Why'd you do it? Why'd you do it? Why'd you do it? Why did you...
Do what? I didn't do anything! I followed! What do you want me to say? Tommy, Salvi, your brother, oh my... What do you want me to say? What do you want? You're nothing but a fat pig, selfish fool!
You going? Sick animal, where you going? You're going! Get up!
If I see you put your hands in that plate one more time, I'm gonna stab you with this knife. You hear me? I told you, keep your hands out of the plate. Right.
Peace around here, Joey. Just relax.
We're on feet like you like a gabon like...
That scene sets off a chain of events that plummet Jake to the bottom of the world. He loses his middleweight title to rival Sugar Ray Robinson in their sixth and final fight. It is also, in my opinion, one of the most violent sports scenes ever shot. After retiring, he opens a club in Florida and is eventually arrested for introducing minor girls to adult men while serving them alcohol. This causes him to pry the jewels off his middleweight title to get money to buy off the jury. When that fails, he is jailed and in one of the most haunting scenes is thrown in solitary, where he woefully ruminates on what his life has become while banging his head on a stone wall.
See it? Look at it, son. Live in it. Come on, boy, live in it. You understand that? Live or your mother's your mother!
Why you doing? Why? You're so stupid. You're so stupid. So fucking stupid. So stupid. You're gonna be an animal. I'm not an animal. I'm not an animal. Oh, you want to treat me like this? I'm not that bad. I'm not that bad. I'm not that bad.
As I stated to open this review, as violent and haunting as this film is, it carries an abstract beauty to it. Scorsese uses his own rage and poor health to fuel the anger and violence on the screen. At this time, he was recovering from a cocaine addiction and was physically and mentally exhausted due to suffering with pneumonia he never recovered from. He does this and it creates this visceral, breathtaking story. As great as Scorsese is in this film, and he is quite great, De Niro is that much better. The movie halted production for 4 months so De Niro could go to France and Italy on a food-eating binge. They did this so De Niro could depict the older, heavier, overweight LaMotta. This caused the actor to gain 70 pounds and many health issues that plagued him for many years following production of the film. Despite the issues with Scorsese and De Niro, a meager box office of only 23 million, the film was a critical dynamo. It garnered 8 Academy Awards nominations, securing wins for Best Actor, De Niro, and Best Film Editing, longtime Scorsese collaborator Thelma Shoemaker. This film is the greatest performance of De Niro's career and the best example of what makes Scorsese a true cinematic genius. Join me next week when we look at the Coen brothers' dark whodunit mystery Fargo. For WMNH and Matt Connarton Unleashed, this has been a classic film review with Erich Pilcher.